Sunday morning classic hits with ONG.
We found our gal Skinner from Dog Emporium. She's out in a field somewhere doing training. Good morning to you, gal.
Good morning, Owen.
Well, we know you can't be with us this morning, but we have been following, and so have a lot of our listeners, the training of Key, the collie, to become an assistance dog. Now, according to our reckonings, he's been on his travels and he's got to do his final exams. Is it in May or the end of April?
Yeah, he's got two lots of exams. He's got exams in April and he's got another lot in May. In May, he's doing his obedience certification, which is what we're working on today. And in April, he's got his public access.
So what's he got to do for all this then?
Well, for the public access, he's got to do basically 3 different behavior chains. So he basically gets given one command and has to do a whole trail of things. So, for example, one of the ones we're teaching him is that he gets one command, as in to bring the medication, and he has to go open the cupboard, bring the medication box to me, go back, get a cup, come bring that to me. Then he goes back, he gets the water bottle and brings that to me, and then goes back and closes the cupboard door. So that's one chain.
Under one command?
Signal.
Just one command to do all that?
One command to do all that, yeah.
Well, how long would that take you to actually be able to train all that in one movement?
Well, we train it in different parts. So first part, he'll be just to open the cupboard door, and we use the clicker and reward method, so he learns that really quickly. And then after that, it'll be just to bring one thing out of the cupboard, and then to bring it, and then gradually, step by step, it builds up. And along the way, there are lots of commands, to bring this, to open the cupboard door, to fetch that, to do this, to do the next. But then, eventually it's just one signal, yeah.
And then when he's accomplished that, what's the next stage?
Once he's done that, he's got to do 3 different chains. So he has to do those, and then he has to do his public access, which is going into public places, into shopping centres, into hospitals, schools, those kind of places, where other normal dogs, pet dogs, are not allowed to go. And he has to behave. He has to do a downstay in the middle of a crowded shopping centre for 1 minute, with people walking, obviously, around him, past him, and he mustn't move. He's got to walk through the shopping centre at heel without causing any interference with anybody else, and be totally focused on me. So it's quite a lot for a young dog to go through, but he is doing really, really well with most of these things. He does get a little distracted, but he's only a year old now, so it's quite understandable.
Well,
yeah.
Are you going to make it in next week? Because he is a bit of a character and a personality on this show now.
He is indeed, yeah. He will be there next week. He's looking forward to it.
And what I'm interested to know, if you bring Zara, isn't it, the little Yorkie puppy? Yeah,
Zara will be coming in as well.
Yeah. Because I need you to train her on how to use a broadcast console desk, so she can help me.
We'll see what we can do.
She can be my assistant dog. Now, let's go.
She's starting her therapy dog training now, so she's also starting to progress.
Oh, she can come and sit on my lap next week then. Now, let's talk about your shop just for a minute or two, because Captain Peter, who's going to be here next week, tells us the weather's all going to change. So would it not be a good time of the year now for people to pamper their pets after the winter and get them groomed and bathed and smelling nice?
Yeah, definitely. Now's the time to start. We are doing a lot of trimming with dogs that are coming in that have, grown a lot of fur over the winter to keep them warm. But now's the time to start trimming them down and, let them get cool and everything for the summer that's coming in. And it's also makes them a lot more manageable, if they're going in the ocean and swimming and getting wet and then getting full of sand and burrs and things.
And a bit of nail trimming wouldn't go amiss, would it?
Definitely. Manicures and pedicures all round.
Yeah, it's like everybody, isn't it? Like humans, they think, it's the bikini weather now, I must lose some weight, or I must get my hair done, or I must paint my nails, don't you?
Yeah.
All you girls are doing the same sort of thing, yeah?
That's the way it is.
Okay.
We had a little dog go out this week, and the lady brought him in, and she was ever so happy. She said he was in about a month ago for a bath, and she said, and he came home smelling so beautiful for days. Please make him smell beautiful again. So,
do you know, I've got a cat that sits there every morning and watches me shave, and I have to put a bit of aftershave on its head, then she goes.
waiting for his perfume.
Yeah, and talking about pampering pets, I heard a whisper that your dog training, you're actually now visiting homes in Lagos, Portimao and Alvor areas for anybody interested in a free assessment with your instructors. Is that right?
Exactly, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're taking it a little bit out of the shop. We do a lot of training in the shop, but also we go to people's homes, and we're covering the whole of the Lagos and Portimao Alvor area, and all the way up to Porsches.
Oh, well.
What we do with the assessment is all you need to do is phone, speak to our receptionist, and then book it. And what we'll do is we come to the house and we do a free assessment to see what issues you're having with the dog and what suggestions we can make. And then we plan a course accordingly. And our courses are very reasonably priced, for dog training. And we're having some really, really good results. We've got a couple of places where we're going to where you couldn't enter the property without being bombarded by the dogs, and now they're calming down through using different brain exercises and things we're teaching them.
And the other thing we've started here on Portugal's Kiss FM, we're doing this like Adopt, Don't Shop to assist SOS Animal Association based in Lisbon, and we're encouraging people to actually go to the shelters and rescue dogs. And if anybody wanted any advice on choosing a pet to suit them, would you help them with that?
Yeah, definitely. We've started already with this. We're starting to advertise that what people can do if they are looking for a dog from a rescue centre, and they see something maybe on a website that they're interested in, and they think, oh, he would be the perfect little dog for them. And what they can do is just contact us, and we can possibly meet with them, see what their situation is at home, and meet with the dog. And in a pretty short time, we can more or less tell the personality of the dog through different signals that the dogs are giving off, which unfortunately a lot of people can't see. They just see a cute, fluffy little dog and think it'll be perfect in their home, but not always is that the case.
No, sadly not.
Sadly not. We have one dog at the moment who's desperately looking for a home because she just doesn't fit into the house that she's in. She's clashing with one of the other dogs there. And she's a beautiful 2.5-year-old German Shepherd cross who unfortunately was hit by a car before we found her, and she's had to have one of her eyes removed. But she is an amazing character, and she'll make somebody a really good pet. So if anybody's looking for a lovely dog, she comes with training, so
Gail,
more than welcome to contact us.
Don't you start on me. I've got a house full, I know
He's
why
lovely.
I know why you're telling me.
I know you like her.
And it's not going to work this time, I'm going to tell you. Gail, we'll have you in here next week. Meantime, if anybody wants to get hold of the lovely people at Dog Emporium near the main roundabout on the EM125 at Porsches, it's on the website www.dogemporium.pt.
Sunday morning classic hits with ONG.